the bottom of the stack, on the backside, right at the deck. They would have lines hanging off the backside of the stacks and lines running off the front going down to an A-frame on the bow. When they came to a low bridge, half the crew would get on the bow, half the crew would get behind the stacks. The crew in the back would pull back on the lines while the crew on the front let the A-frame come up. The stacks would retract. After they did that, they cleared the bridge. They'd reverse that process. That was dangerous because the stacks were so tall and heavy. They were also hot and full of soot because they directly exhausted the boilers. Somebody finally figured out that the problem was not the tall stack. It was just the top of it. So they simply moved the hinge up toward the top, put a counterweight on the outside so one person could easily tip them back. The top of our stacks weigh about 100 pounds, but when we pick up on the iron bar on the outside, they feel virtually weightless. The only problem in tipping our stacks back, because they're not functional, they can fill up the water, but it only affects the people up here in the first class seats. We do have a name for it. We call it riverboat baptism, but we don't charge extra for that. We normally clear the bridge by about 18 inches, but in marine navigation, at